Behind the widely recognized success of Bad Chad Customs lies a story marked by resilience, pressure, and personal sacrifice. At the center of it is Jolene Macintyre, a business manager and co-founder who helped transform a small custom garage into an internationally known brand. While audiences often saw the creativity and excitement of custom builds, few understood the emotional and operational weight she carried behind the scenes. Her journey reflects not only professional ambition, but also the private battles that tested her endurance, especially during a period of personal loss that reshaped her life and priorities in profound ways. The rise of Bad Chad Customs and Jolene's role. As Bad Chad Customs gained global attention, Jolene Macintyre emerged as a key force behind its success. She was not just a partner, but the operational backbone of the business, managing finances, schedules, and production demands. Her organizational skills ensured that ambitious custom vehicle projects stayed on track despite tight deadlines. While Chad focused on creative fabrication, Jolene balanced budgets and logistics. Her ability to bring structure to a chaotic, fast-moving environment helped elevate the workshop into a recognized brand. Without her coordination and strategic oversight, many of the company's most ambitious projects would have struggled to reach completion. Behind the scenes, pressure and expanding responsibilities. As the brand expanded, so did Jolene's responsibilities, pushing her into a cycle of constant pressure. The shift toward digital content creation added new demands, including filming coordination, budgeting for media production, and managing promotional strategies. She often found herself working extended hours with little rest, trying to maintain quality across multiple fronts. The increasing visibility of the business meant that every decision carried greater weight. This relentless workload created emotional and physical strain, leaving her with limited time for recovery. Despite the challenges, she remained committed to keeping the operation stable and productive. Relationship struggles and family dynamics. Jolene's personal life was deeply intertwined with her professional world, especially through her relationship with Chad Hiltz. While their partnership helped build the business, it also introduced tension, particularly when financial and operational decisions clashed with creative ambitions. Arguments about scheduling, budgets, and workload were common. Beyond work, Jolene also navigated the complexities of blending families, as Chad had children from a previous relationship. Balancing her role as a partner, co-manager, and step-figure required emotional resilience. The constant overlap between home life and business responsibilities often left little space for personal rest or separation. Work overload and the demands of media expansion. As Bad Chad Customs gained television and online exposure, Jolene's workload intensified dramatically. She became involved not only in management, but also in on-screen appearances and content strategy. Editing schedules, sponsorship coordination, and production planning became part of her daily routine. The once small garage environment evolved into a media-driven operation requiring constant engagement. This transition significantly reduced her downtime and increased stress levels. At times, she worked for weeks without meaningful breaks, fully immersed in keeping the brand functioning. Despite exhaustion, she continued pushing forward, determined not to let momentum fade. Considering departure, but choosing to stay at one point, the overwhelming pressure led Jolene to consider stepping away from the business. She recognized that the growing demands were unsustainable and briefly explored the idea of reducing her involvement. However, she ultimately chose to remain, understanding that her departure could destabilize everything they had built. This decision reflected both commitment and responsibility, even at the cost of personal well-being. Staying meant continuing to absorb operational stress and emotional strain. It also reinforced her role as an essential pillar of the company, one whose presence was critical to maintaining structure and direction. Her mother's illness and the emotional collapse. In late 2024, Jolene faced a devastating personal crisis when her mother was diagnosed with terminal cancer. The illness progressed rapidly, transforming a stable family life into a period of emotional uncertainty. During her mother's final weeks, Jolene balanced work responsibilities with hospital visits, living between two worlds of obligation and grief. The eventual passing of her mother created a profound emotional void. This loss deeply affected her ability to maintain normal work rhythms, leading to delays in projects and shifts in team dynamics. The grief became one of the most defining emotional challenges of her life, coping with loss and continuing responsibility. Following her mother's death, Jolene experienced a period of emotional struggle while continuing to fulfill her professional obligations. Instead of withdrawing completely, she chose to remain active in her work, using it as a stabilizing force. Her public acknowledgement of the loss reflected both vulnerability and strength, resonating with many who followed her journey. Over time, she began channeling her emotions into productivity, finding meaning in continuing the work her mother had encouraged her to pursue. This period marked a shift in her perspective, where resilience became closely tied to personal endurance and purpose. Transformation through grief and shifting priorities. The loss of her mother significantly altered Jolene's outlook on life. Previously consumed by work and responsibility, she began placing greater importance on personal relationships and meaningful experiences. Time with family and moments of rest gained new significance. While she remained committed to the business, her priorities became more balanced. The tragedy reshaped her emotional foundation, strengthening her resolve while also reminding her of life's fragility. Colleagues noted a change in her demeanor, describing her as more reflective and grounded. The experience became a turning point that redefined both her personal and professional direction. Early life, education, and path into custom automotive work before her role in Bad Chad Customs, Jolene Macintyre built a strong academic and personal foundation in Nova Scotia. She excelled in sports, particularly soccer, where discipline and teamwork shaped her mindset. She later pursued higher education, earning a commerce degree with a focus on finance, along with studies in kinesiology. These combined skills prepared her for both business management and practical workplace understanding. Her entry into the automotive world began when she met Chad at a local bar near a car event. This chance encounter led to a partnership that evolved into a business and personal relationship. Conclusion: strength forged through loss and persistence. Jolene Macintyre's journey reflects a complex blend of ambition, responsibility, and emotional endurance. From building a globally recognized custom automotive brand to facing personal tragedy, she has navigated intense challenges that tested her limits. Her story is not defined solely by success, but by the resilience she demonstrated during moments of profound loss and pressure. Through grief, workload, and constant responsibility, she continued to move forward, adapting to changing circumstances while preserving what she helped build. Ultimately, her experience reveals how strength is often shaped not in moments of ease, but through the weight of hardship and perseverance.